What's up, guys? Today we are going to be playing MLB The Show and try to get a perfect game. And let's jump right into it. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like. And let's do this.
What's up, Show Nation? This is Chris Singleton, and welcome to the show.
Also, let's just have some fun around here. Instead of getting a perfect game, we'll do that next episode, but, let's do this. I'm a shortstop in this game, so might as well.
Now at the dish, Joe Random. This ball is crushed deep to left. This one's gonna go. This place is absolute. Two away and a runner in scoring position here. The third baseman getting ready to hit. Grounds it to short. There with plenty of time, inning over. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. The Rumble Ponies with the lead, 2-1.
Let's go.
2 outs, base is empty.
Crap, let's go. Let's do this.
Left field getting pretty deep. And it one hops the wall. He turns and heads for second. That's a double. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box. Man at second here with 2 away. And here's the first baseman. And now the runner breaks for third. Up the middle. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. So 1 hit.
That's the inning. Bottom of the 5th.
Swinging a rocket. That one's deep. Up against the wall and brings it in. Off the bat, I thought he had. All set for the start of this inning. And now, the second baseman. On the ground to the left. Random. Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Holding on to a 1-run lead. That one is absolutely pummeled. This one carrying pretty deep. And this ball is gone. I'm really impressed by Random. Made some big contributions for them in the win. 2 home runs in the ball.
I scored all their
up,
runs.
That's a
Okay, I'm gonna try and create a new account. I feel like going. Mets are so much better.
And welcome to those just tuning in. John Shammy with Chris Singleton, and we've got no outs in the second. Line drive, Adam in center field.
He was all over that fastball right there. Tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Another homer. His second. A new arm into the game, the righty, Spencer Turnbull. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. They go back to back, and they add on. It's 7-0.
Delete files. I'm gonna have to delete 2. Audio. Probably center field combine. We're gonna delete all.
Down.
save and exit. Just confirm save and exit. Alright. I'm going to save. And I have space since I deleted 2. I have space for a new one. Sorry. I'm just starting my career and I'm not gonna watch this. This is boring. Yeah, let's do this. 30 MLB Day 1 showcase your Okay, the voice is so annoying. What does this guy have?
Sarah BP started now, and that's
Damn.
why the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swing. They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball the entire field.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP. We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often the player's hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that? Because in today's game, if you hit the ball hard, you're going to hit about 500 on those batted balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle, and what we define as a sweet spot batted ball is 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, I think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very, very, very consistent. And you add all the things that we're evaluating, and think about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under.
Listen to this guy.
It's probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their careers.
Damn, that sucked. It's cool, baby. Hit it. Yes, that's good. Gone. 8th grade. Alright, 8th grade. That's
exactly what you want to see in a BP from a scouting perspective. Backspin line drives all over the field, effortless in his power to right center and left center, and tremendous balance and rhythm and timing right throughout his swing.
I am first.
We're going to focus on the first baseman now. For me, this is what I call an awareness position. You always have to be aware of where you are in the field and what type of play you have to make to affect the outcome. So we're going to look at double play turns, watch footwork and the accuracy of the arm, and the slot the arm comes from, because your slot's got to be true, the ball's got to be true to second base. We're going to look at bunt plays, how quickly they charge, are they in control of their movement patterns, can they make an accurate throw to third base on the run? And then we're going to look at plays at the plate, the do-or-die plays. So we're looking at how they handle the pressure of making a throw under those kind of conditions.
Obviously, for first baseman, we're not going to focus or glorify arm strength in quite the same way. You have to make some crucial throws. That's not what I focus on here. Here I really think about range. And that's where we can think about those range-based measures that we have, of course, not in the moment, but what comes out over the course of the season. Things like outs above average and ultimate zone rating. Those are stats which we'll take a look at every ball that was hit in a first baseman's way and how accurately and well he fielded that ball.
Sarah, this is the one position on the field where you have the opportunity to pick up your teammates defensively night in and night out. They need to know that they've got a first baseman over there, like a Paul Goldschmidt, for an example, that any ball in the general vicinity, they're going to make that play, and they're going to save the club for an error. It's a position of accumulation for me of a ton of reps. It's something you got to work.
I have to do this, man. I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like that.
Welcome if you're just tuning in. I'm John Champ.
What do I want to be? What does it look like? probably liberated to just sound like,
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert Flores, here alongside with former GM Dan O'Dowd and baseball researcher Sarah Langs. MLB Draft Combine is coming up. It's always an exciting time. Dan, what can we expect? What are you going to be looking for?
Well, Robert, for me, this is one of the most important events on the baseball. Welcome to day one of the MLB. Sarah, BP started now, and this is where the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swing. They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking at how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball the entire field.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP.
This is-
We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often a player is hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that?
Sarah
Because
Lang,
in
stop.
today's game, if you hit
Wait a
the ball
sec.
hard,
What did I
you're
just
going to
click?
hit about 500 on those batting balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle, and what we define as a sweet spot batting ball is 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, I think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very consistent.
I
And you
know why
add
you
all
heard
the
this, but
things
just
that we're
listen to it then if you
evaluating,
missed
and think
it.
about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under right now is probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their careers.
Yes, I'm so good.
So we're now into outfield play. This is kind of one of my favorite parts of the combine. Scouts look at this from a variety of different perspectives. They're
Oh
looking
my.
at breaks and angle to the ball, which is crucial,
That's so
for above
hard.
average defensive play. This part of the drill, we're looking at how quickly they get to the ball, how under control they are, and the strength of their throws and the accuracy of the throw. Deep down scouting perspective, they're really trying to see the spin.
Oh, it's
of the bat,
impossible.
How clean it is, and so they get that one-hop throw into
You have
third base.
3 seconds just to
No,
do all
with
of
you,
that.
I'm loving this. There's so many different ways to evaluate outfield defense in today's game. Of course, we can measure that arm strength. We can look at that accuracy of those throws, as you were saying. We can
Yes,
also
Zachary.
measure speed,
Get him.
which is such an important part of
Yes,
playing the
yes,
outfield.
yes.
If you're not fast enough in the outfield to get to that ball, everything else is moot. So we can really measure all different aspects of playing the outfield.
And when you look at some of these players, and then you think about the great right fielders, which is the arm strength
What am I
position in our
doing?
game. You think Acuna, and you think about Tatis. You think about Kyle
What am I
Tucker,
doing,
Jason
man?
Hayward for a long period of time. And Sarah, pay particular attention now how they're making the outfielders move to the ball. They're trying to really see body movement and body awareness and how under control they are athletically when they go to execute this particular skill.
Let's use that. Right
Oh,
field
crap.
is indeed the premier arm strength position in today's game, and I've gotten a
Oh, it's gonna
number
be so
of
much
you
fun.
on that. In
I don't even
2023, right fielders had an average max effort arm strength of 90.9 miles an hour. That means the top 10% of all right fielders
Let's
throws
get him.
average almost 91 miles an hour. That's really incredible to think about.
If you think about it in a game, when you're trying to build a complete
Scouting
roster,
total.
part of it is your
Found it,
defensive
come on.
acumen. So when you have corner outfielders in particular that can really shut down a running game, that means it changes the whole dynamic of positioning from a competitive
Oh,
standpoint.
that's so out,
And so
man.
these little simple
Okay, I got a
drills,
better
scouts
grade.
are now
Last
projecting
chance.
how those players will affect
I
their
got him.
ability to
I got
put
him.
that kind of defensive team on
Is
the
it to
field at the
home?
major league level.
It's home. That was actually good. That was good.
This player's very raw, great physical tools. You could see that he has not played a ton of baseball. So he's kind of more of a deep projection kid. But the reality of it is the tool set's there. There's crude arm strength, there's athleticism, there's strength to the body. There's no reason in the world he shouldn't turn into an average defender. It's just going to take a lot of patience and a lot of work.
Jose Mendez. Pro select. Wait, no, I think I use these most. Wait, no, I can do this.
Welcome to day 2 of the MLB Draft Combine at Chase Field in Arizona. One down, Josh Berry now at the plate. That's a line shot for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in there, runner scores. It's a one-run game.
God damn it.
Now at the plate, Joe Random. He looks confident as he steps into the batter's box. Seems like he's immune to all the pressure these young prospects must be feeling. And that one fouled off.
Hey, nobody.
Cranked out to right center. Murillo moving back for this one. Got it. Runner tags and will move up to third. Headed for the plate. Relay, throw home. But it's offline. 3-1 ball game. One out and the bases are empty. Willie Pinheiro digs in now. Line drive to center field. Grabs it on the run. 2 away now.
Come on, Daddy, one time. Here we go. Hey, gotta hold him right here, huh?
Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases.
Come on,
Runner in
dig,
from
dig,
third to
dig.
extend
Go
their
through,
lead.
dig.
It's 4-1. And it's a 2-out double. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. And now the shortstop, Alfredo Ferreira. Lifted down the left side.
Go hard, keep
Kimball
going, go
should
hard,
have
go
this.
hard.
Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
So slow, buddy.
So with a runner
No
at second
chance
and
of
one away,
making the
and next
combine
the cleanup
there.
hitter, Willie Pinheiro.
Tag up.
Lines this one hard up the middle and a base hit. Coming around third. Here
No,
comes
no,
the
no, I
throw.
sold.
Tag tag, safe at home. And they trail by only one. One out and runners at first and second. And here's the first baseman, Christopher Walker.
Throw 4, please. Catch situation.
Base hit, center field. And here comes the runner. Tag, and he's out at the plate. That's about as good. With the go-ahead run at first. That one is absolutely pummeled.
Come on, dig, go hard.
And it hits the fence.
Dig.
Coming home. In to score from first. 5-4 now as they take the lead. Man at second here with 2 away. And now it's going to be Alfredo Ferreira. Grounder to third. Stratton. Gets it to first. They're in plenty of time. Ends the inning. 1 run.
I like the hat
One out
shuffle,
and
man.
runners on the corners.
That was awesome.
Here's the center fielder, Joe Random. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. I'm sure off the bat the pitcher. Base is empty, 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Josh Berry. Sliced the other way, that's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Around second now, and they still don't have it. He's not stopping, he's headed for home. Safe! He comes all the way around for an inside-the-park home run. That's a well-earned inside-the-park home run. Random was fantastic in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer. Every time up, he was a threat. That's a big piece of why they got the win. Impressive showing for sure.
This guy.
It's day 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. 1 down. Digging in, Joe Random. Now this is lifted to center. Makes the grab, 2 down. Runner at first, 1 away. That one ripped into right center.
There you go. Turn it.
And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. The relay to the plate. But it's offline. It's 2-2. So with a runner at second and 1 away, now here's the speed threat. Outfielder Chester Cross. 1-2 offering. Swings and misses. And there's 2 down. Runner at second here with 2 gone. And now the DH, Rylan Allen. And he goes down on strikes. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball. We're back here at the ballpark. Now, Eric Fontenot. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Might be 2. Around first, hustling for 2. Around second now, going for third. He's not stopping. He's headed for home. Safe.
What are you
He goes
doing?
all the way around for an inside the park home run.
What is that guy
The
doing?
next to hit.
Oh my gosh.
Lined into left center for a base hit. Around first and heading for second. And that's a double. With the go-ahead run in the batter's box. This one in the air, center field. 2 away now. One out and a runner at second. Valley getting ready to hit.
Gonna throw a pop up and then I'm gonna catch it and he's gonna tag up. What did I tell you?
High fly out to center. Random under it. Runner tags at second. Here's the throw. And he's out. Cut down. And that ends the inning. Trying to hold a 1-run lead. Mashes this one deep to left. This one on its way and gone. That's gotta feel good. 1 out and 2 on. And now the right fielder, Gil Armas. And now the 1-2.
I'm tag for home.
Line drive to center. Brings it in for the out. Runner tags at second.
What am I doing?
Up to third safely with 2 gone.
What am I doing? It's second. First and second.
Obviously, he was a big piece of their offense in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate.
I just need to make some adjustments. First, let's, yeah, here. Play style, equipment. I think it's, no, it's, appearance, equipment style, batting gloves. Both are on. Nike Trout Elite, yeah. Oh, no. Yes. Let's do this.
Hello and welcome to day 4 of the bases empty, 1 away. At the plate, Joe
losing.
Random.
Bro, Grace sucks. Okay, maybe not this
Hammer
season.
for a base hit.
Find the ball.
Found it. Okay, I found the ball for you, buddy.
1 gone, runner at first. Cross will hit next.
You serious? I suck at stealing.
Crow checks the runner. Back in safe, really close.
Hey, let's get a 2-ball right here. Come on now. Let's go.
There goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out.
I swear, I was so safe.
We're back here at
Gonna
the ball.
cry,
Here's
bro.
the shortstop at the plate.
Just throw
Charlie
2. It's a
Gray.
line drive. Catch it.
Line drive for a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Throws to second. The tag out. 1 out, runners at first and second.
Keep it on the ground here. We got you. Give us one. Hey, let her rip 1 time.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Can't glove it cleanly. That looked cut out for a 5-4-3 double play, but he might have gotten a bit ahead of schedule there. Gotta maintain focus on plays like that, or you can come away with nothing. Got him looking. He didn't like the call. And he has to do a better job with situational hitting. They were so far back that a grounder would have most likely tied this ball game. But he goes down looking, and now they need a 2-out hit to draw even. Next is the designated hitter, Rylan Allen.
Get him the chase right here.
And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning. So they leave them loaded and can't capitalize on the error. On to the top of the fifth, 1-0. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Alonso Marcus.
Alonso.
1-2 pitch. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. There to make the catch. Runner tags at second. The throw in. And he's out. Cut down. And that ends the inning.
Yes!
An
Yes!
exciting
Yes!
play, a great
Yes!
third for the double play, but
That was so cool.
just no
Look at the
reason
ball,
to
look at the
try to
ball.
Move up to third right there. That is not with the go-ahead run in the batter's box.
Let's do this.
Swings through that.
How did I do that? Damn it. It was good timing. Why did I not hit it? Okay,
Swing
now
and a
it's
rocket.
just
That's
right.
pretty far back. Snags it on the warning track.
Oh my gosh.
One down. And now the center fielder, Otto
Ignore
Senzel.
Kenji, he's really annoying.
Hit hard on a line. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Joe Random now at the plate, 1 for 3.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay.
Placed
Oh,
down the line
that's
and now maybe extra bases. He turns and heads for second. And that's a double.
yeah.
So up next, Chester Cross. And the tying runs at the plate. This one in the air to right, Schnell on the way over. Wanders out onto the grass to make the catch. And now the DH, Rylan Allen. Hit in the air, right field. And there are 2 down. Ferreira digs in now. Runner takes off for third. Ground ball up the middle through for a base hit. Headed for the plate.
I didn't even mean to
Comes
do
the run
that.
from second. It's 3-2.
Let's go, baby.
Huge spot here. Bottom of the ninth.
Because my nose
Down to
bleeding.
their last out. Joe Random, the next to hit.
Look at that. Let's go, baby. Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Foul ball there.
Hold up. I was born in California. Okay. I just need to be locked in for literally just boom, boom, boom. Should bomb it. I just need to hit a home run. Come on.
Trying to keep him alive here in the bottom of the ninth. And that one fouled off.
It's early. Frick. Last try. I need beginner mode
Diaz
here.
is just 1 strike away. Right field, fly ball, and pretty deep. That one carrying. Drops for a hit, couldn't run it down. Runner around third on his way home. The run scored all the way from first. A big 2-out hit, and the game is tied. Cross will hit next. Trying to send this one into extra frames. That's a hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. Ball game. They walk it off. And I'm sure some folks in the front office are going to be very pleased with how these guys handled their business in the ninth. They didn't get too tense trying to come back and win it. They just did what they had to do. Especially for the younger players, that's a good experience in their baseball journey.
Let's go. I thank you all. Thank you so much for all of you to watch. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you.